We're talking with Roberto Lopez, the most valuable player for the Pioneer League in 2008 with the Orem Owls. But today he had a singular achievement, which he hit a home run off of Ervin Santana during Ervin's rehab start here in an intra-squad game. So tell us all about your dinger off of Ervin.
Well, first of all, the previous inning he reached his pitch count limit, and I wanted to get another at bat because we didn't get to finish. So. I was sitting on a fastball, even though he got me on the curveball last at bat. So I was just sitting fastball dead red, and luckily he gave me one right down the middle. So I just got a hold of it.
Well, we should explain to people that in an intra-squad game in a controlled environment like this, for someone who's on rehab, that the manager can call rollover. Basically say, well, that's all the pitches we want Ervin to have for this inning. So you had the benefit of actually getting to see his stuff and then go sit down. And then I saw you at the beginning of the next inning. You turned to Ty Boynton, Bone as he's known here, who's the manager, and you said, kid, do I go up and bat again? And he said, yeah. So that kind of worked out in your favor.
Oh, definitely. I was anxious. I wanted to face him again. I know if he was only going to pitch 3 innings, so I might not got the opportunity to face him again. So I got advantage of it, the opportunity.
Is it the first time you've had an opportunity to face a big league pitcher? Did you see anybody in spring training?
Yeah, I think I faced a couple, or maybe one in instructs, but this is in spring training. Yeah, this is the first.
Well, given that you, of course, were in the Pioneer League last year, which is Rookie A, and here in minor league camp, now that you've had a chance to see a big league pitcher, what's the difference in stuff? Did you go, wow, or is there not that much difference?
His stuff was a lot more consistent around the plate, and he definitely knew how to spot his fastball. His slider was really good. There's definitely a difference there, but I guess. I just prepare myself mentally. He's going to throw more strikes. He's going to be aggressive with it, so I might as well do the same.
Well, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the fact that you've been converting into a catcher. Last year when you were at Orem, you were outfielder, first base. I think maybe did you get any third base in?
In instruction?
In Orem?
Oh, in Orem, yeah. I got a couple of games at third base, yeah.
And then in Fall Instructional League, I know they started playing with the notion of you being a catcher convert. Whose idea was that?
It was brought up earlier. I actually played a little bit in summer league two summers ago with my coach Bill Pinnard, and I don't know if it came up or something, but somebody might have said something, and it just they offered. They were like, have you ever caught before? And I was like, a little bit, but not really. So they were like, how do you feel about it? And I was like, I'm open to the situations. I'm open to the position. I'm always open to learning positions. I like it. So I was open to the challenge, and, here I am right now.
Well, and of course, this organization with Mike Scioscia as the manager, obviously, if you're a catcher, it's one way to definitely get his attention.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know what I have to do. I got to work hard, and especially right now that I'm sort of getting hurt a little bit. It's just it's definitely an adjustment that I have to make, but I got to take care of my body, and as much as I can in order to stay healthy.
Who have been some of the people who have been working and teaching you how to catch?
It's been Tom Gregorio and Latchman, William Latchman.
Bill Latchman, one of the 3 Latchman brothers. Folks might remember Marcel Latchman, who was a longtime Angels manager and pitching coach. And Bill actually is a longtime manager and coach in the system. So, and he's back today, and so a lot of history there. Do you find when you're talking to more than one guy, do they give you different approaches to it? Do they give you some independence in terms of what mechanics to use, or is it do it this way or else?
They got a basic system as to to do certain things. But it comes down to also feeling comfortable back there. I can definitely feel a difference from instructional league. I was tense. I wasn't used to it. The more I caught bullpens, the more comfortable I started getting. Lately been catching games, and I like the approach. I'm also talking to Zeke Zimmerman, the pitching coach, and getting a lot of information from him as to how to approach pitchers and before games and stuff. And it helps me a lot. It gives me a little bit more confidence as to what pitches they like, what the location, and I'm just being a sponge right now, just sucking up everything I can.
Is this going to be a full-time position, or is it just being added to the resume?
I think if I turn into a well enough catcher, it might be a full-time. But as of right now, I'm not sure. I don't think so. So I think as for the time that I'm going to be here, it'll be a full-time. But when they say me out, I think it'll just be part of my resume. Yeah.
Well, let's wrap up by talking about Orem. Last year, Roberto had a season for the ages. It is a short season league, only 70 games. So numbers, you have them from a full season league, but he batted .400, which was tops in the league, 14 home runs, number 2 behind his teammate Luis Jimenez, led the league in RBI and 72, tops in on-base percentage and slugging percentage, and probably got a lot of phone numbers from girls, too, for all I know. But in any case, you came out of USC, and I think it was the 25th round, and no reason for anybody to put you on the map. So I think, everybody was asking the question, where'd this guy come from?
I was asking myself that question as well. I was just, first of all, I was happy to be drafted, given the opportunity. I had a good senior year. I didn't have as well, freshman, sophomore, and junior years, as consistent as I wanted them to be. But, I took advantage of my senior year, and from that, I just try to, when I got the opportunity, I was hearing a lot of things, it's a lot more competitive, it's a lot, all these different things, and I was like, I'm the same as anybody else. I'm not here, competing against the first rounder or whatever, I'm here to compete against everybody, and it's just, that's just the mentality that I took, and I took advantage of it.
A lot of people ask, how does amateur ball compare to professional ball? The very common question I hear debated is, what's the equivalent in the minor leagues of college ball? And I hear people say AA, and to me that doesn't seem to make sense, because rookie ball really is the best of high school and college when you think about it. So from your perspective, having played 4 years at USC and gone into Rookie A, where do you see it compare?
Well, at USC we definitely saw a lot of good pitching, in Pac-10 league. So there was a lot of, it's just, I think in rookie ball you see a lot more consistency, and I'm sure as you get in higher levels, that's what's going to happen too. People can command more of their stuff, but at USC, it was on and off. There was some consistent guys, and then there was not. There was a couple that weren't. So I saw a little bit of that too in Orem. So I just, we got taught a lot, having an approach. And, that's what I did every single game, and, it worked out well.
Well, Opie, we'll let you go. Thanks for your time. Congratulations on the dinger off of Ervin Santana. If nothing else in your life, that's going to be something you're definitely going to remember, but hopefully there'll be many more memories for years to come. Thanks again.
All right, definitely. Thank you.